What's going on, guys? Seth here from Team Union Seth, back as your coach of the Philadelphia Fearows for our Week 3 battle in the IPL against our opponent that I don't know how to say the name. I'm not even going to try again. I tried in the team builder. So if you guys have not seen the team builder, go check out that. I thought that was a pretty nice transition. But anyway, it looks like our opponent has brought Arcanine, Mega Venusaur, Uxie, Tapu Koko, Stakataka, and Rotom. So basically what I expected. I mean, I never really plan out like an exact 6 that I expect my opponent to bring. But this is basically what I expected him to bring. I think, what do I want to lead with? I could lead with Greninja. He might lead with the Uxie to try to get up rocks, or potentially the Rotom. So I think that Greninja is not a terrible lead. Necrozma is also not bad to get up rocks. I think I'm going to lead with Greninja to put pressure on that Uxie if he decides to lead with that. There is the Uxie. So I could U-turn or I could Dark Pulse. I think either of those is a good play. He could try to get up his rocks. Let me see how much a Dark Pulse will be doing to a Uxie. Because this thing is going to be the main counter to Zygarde, so it's going to be physically defensive. It's going to be physically defensive. Let's just say bold. Dark Pulse has a chance to knock him out. U-turn is doing about 30%. So let's see. Is it worth taking out the Uxie? Because I mean, I think it is, because then Zygarde just destroys him. I'm gonna Dark Pulse. No, I'm gonna U-turn. I don't think he's gonna stay in, that's the thing. Like, he needs this thing for Zygarde. He needs this thing for Zygarde. That's the problem. That's the only issue. Yeah, so I'm just going to U-turn and U-turn out. I can get a little bit of chip damage off, and I can go into Scizor. And remember, I outspeed this thing if it's defensive. Like, if it doesn't have any investment, I outspeed with the Scizor. And Scizor doesn't have a ton of use. There it is. There, he switches into Rotom. I go for my U-turn. At this point, honestly, Zygarde is not a terrible play. How much is a Hydro Pump going to do to Zygarde? Because, like, Zygarde isn't necessarily my main sweeper. Let's see. Rotom Wash. Saley defensive. Hydro Pump doesn't do a ton to me. And I can really put some pressure on right away with 1,000 Arrows. I think I'm going to go out into Zygarde. I could also go out into Necrozma. Or I could go out into my ball. Let's see how much Electrode's doing to the Rotom. Let's just say. Yeah, Volt Switch isn't really doing much. I'm just going to go out into Zygarde and set up a substitute. Yeah, I'm just going to go out into Zygarde and set up a substitute. So let's see. Yeah, that is my play. I'm just going to set up a sub. Let's see what he wants to do. Let's see what he wants to do here. So, I mean, he could just go for a Willow, which would be really, really nice. He could go out into, he could make a switch into Uxie. Either way, I think getting up a sub is really good. My only issue is if he goes for a Hydro Pump, that could be kind of bad, but he could miss. There's also that. He could definitely miss. So, let's see what he wants to do. He just goes for the Hydro Pump. That's fine, honestly. Not a huge issue. At this point, I'm just going to go into my Electrode. I'm going to double into Electrode. As he goes for another Hydro Pump, we avoid it, so I can just go for a Volt Switch now. I mean, I outspeed. I outspeed, so I don't know if Volts. I'm gonna Thunderbolt. I want to Thunderbolt and try to get some damage off. So let's see. We saw the Hydro Pump on the Rotom, and that's all. That's all we've seen so far. So we get off a Thunderbolt. That's actually some nice damage. Does that allow us to... He goes for a Pain Split. Interesting. Does that allow us... Let me see. Does that allow us to kill with 1,000 Arrows? With Volt Switch Chip, it might. I think I'm just going to go for another T-Bolt, though. So we get off another T-Bolt. He goes for the Volt Switch. So we're eating this up. We see he has Pain Split, and we see he has Volt Switch. But now Rotom is in range of 1,000 Arrows. which is perfect. So that thing is very weakened. His switch, what will be his switch here? Probably like the Venusaur, or maybe even the Coco. There's Sakataka. Interesting. This thing is a bit of an issue. Can definitely be an issue. However, I do have Necrozma. So let's just say, oh, you offensive Trick Room. You know, Stone Edge is going to do a lot. Earthquake's obviously going to do a lot. Volt Switch does a decent chunk. Let me see how much damage you're going to do to Necrozma. Gyro Ball does a decent amount. I am just going to Volt Switch out. I think that's just my best play. That does about 25%. So let's see that damage. So he has some special defensive bulk. He's got some special defensive bulk. I don't want to go Scizor because we're not going to really be able to do anything. I think Refect Pounder is our play. I think Necrozma is our play. There's a Gyro Ball. There's about 40%. So he's not fully physically offensive. Necrozma. He's not fully offensive. That only did 40%. So he could just be like defensive with rocks. Yeah, it's looking like he's maybe not even that. Yeah, he could be like defensive with rocks. Impish with some special defensive bulk. I'm thinking that's what he is. So with that in mind, I could Calm Mind, because that would be pretty scary for him. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to Calm Mind. I just want to Calm Mind and put some pressure on him. Because that's like his most powerful attack against me. I mean, Stone Edge, no, that's his most powerful attack against me. There's another Gyro Ball, but I'm free to Moonlight here. Gyro Ball's only doing about 40%. I'm free to Moonlight. And I can Moonlight again. And now anything he wants to bring in is going to have to take a big Photon Geyser. You know, I am going to Moonlight again, but if he wants to switch, it's pretty dangerous. I mean, he can go into Uxie. He can definitely go into Uxie. Yeah, he can definitely go into Uxie, but I don't know. I don't know. So, alright, he goes into Coco. We can eat a hit from Coco. We can definitely eat a hit. From Coco, yeah. At this point, I'm just going to Photon Geyser. I want to get rid of this thing. We have my Lotic that can help us with Stack Attack later. So I just want to get rid of this thing. There's a T-Bolt. Doesn't do a whole lot. And we knock him out with Photon Geyser. Excellent. That's really, really, really nice. That's really nice. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So he brings in the Arcanine. I'm pretty free to just go for another Photon Geyser. Let's see if he's offensive Arcanine. If he's offensive, so like a banded. Let's see. We saw the Intimidate. We saw Intimidate. If he's banded, he still doesn't kill me. He can't kill me even if he's banded. And we're at +1 special attack. We do a good chunk. Like, we do a nice chunk. I'm actually just going to Moonlight. I'm going to Moonlight and see what kind of damage he's doing. There's a Flare Blitz. Does 37.8%. 37.8. So let's take the band off. And we didn't see an item on him yet. So, yeah, I think this is Max Attack Adamant. So I could go for another Calm Mind. I could Rocks, or I could Photon Geyser. Or I could just double out into my Milotic because the Coco's gone now. So, I think I'm just going to Photon Geyser. I'm just going to Photon Geyser. Because, like, even if Uxie switches in, that's fine. I'm weakening Uxie. I'm just weakening Uxie. So, let's see. Let's see what he wants to do. Because if he switches, it's fine. really not an issue. Let's see, Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz plus, let's just say he's, max attack. Max attack. That's fine. So, let's see what's happening here. There's a Gigavolt Havoc. Interesting. So he's Z Arcanine. He's Z Arcanine. And he has Wild Charge. So that did a lot. I'm turning off this timer because the showdown timer is just dumb. At this point, I'm just going to go out to my Milotic. And he dies to the recoil. So that's really nice. So we save our Necrozma potentially for the Venusaur. There's the Venusaur. Let's see how much a Giga Drain from Venusaur is doing to my Milotic, because I could definitely Mirror Coat. Let's see, Venusaur Mega, OE defensive, Giga Drain. It's doing a decent chunk, and I can Mirror Coat back some damage. Let's recover first and see what he wants to go for. I recover on his Giga Drain. It does 47.7%. So I'm actually going to Mirror Coat at this point. Because we kill Stack Attacker with Zygarde, correct? I'm pretty sure we kill Stack Attacker with Zygarde. Even if he's, let's give him max defense. 31 IVs, Impish. We have a chance, but we definitely kill it at +1, and there's not a whole lot he can do back to us. So I'm just going to Mirror Coat. There's a Giga Drain, knocks us down a lot. And we take a lot of damage off of him. Now at this point, I'm just going to double into my my Electrode, as we see a Synthesis. So I'm going to HP Psychic and try to weaken this thing. So we saw Giga Drain. And HP Psychic. Oh, sorry, not HP Psychic. Jeez, Synthesis. So I'm gonna HP Psychic again. I'm gonna try to knock him down to a point where he has to Synthesis, so I can switch in and get in my Necrozma. I'm actually just gonna HP Psychic again. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this poison kill me. So we see the Sludge Bomb as well. Yeah, I could have predicted the Synthesis. I could have predicted the Synthesis. I'm just going to keep trying to get damage off. His smartest play is the Synthesis again. Yeah. So, at this point, how much is an Extra Sensory doing? So we saw that HP Psychic. Let's calc the Electrode, HP Psychic. And it did... Hidden Power did 23%. Venusaur. Let's see. Mega Venusaur. So he's not super specially bulky. He could have, he has some investment, but he's not fully specially bulky. So let me calc. Greninja. Greninja's Extra Sensory. I need to get some more damage off on him. That's the issue. That's the only issue. And I'm pretty sure he's going to have HP Fire. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Scizor. And I'm actually going to Aerial Ace. Well, is HP Fire going to kill me? Is HP Fire going to kill me? Let's see. Scizor. Mega Scizor. Does HP Fire from a Venusaur kill me? It does not. I'm free to just Aerial Ace. We do a big chunk of damage as the HP fires. We live in. Only on a Sliver. Does U-turn take him out from here? It's a roll. Well, considering that Aerial Ace did... How much? 65? Yeah, this U-turn's going to kill then. This U-turn's going to kill. There's the Stack Attack as we go for the U-turn. It's Zygarde time. It's Zygarde time. I could have brought in the Greninja and gone for a Surf, but that just invites in something else. I can Dragon Dance, or I can Substitute. Uxi's still alive. How much is Uxie taking? I'm thinking he's probably going to Trick Room. So I really just want to take him out here with a 1,000 arrows. So Zygarde to a defensive Uxie. Not doing a whole lot. I really just want to take him out here. I don't want him to Trick Room. But then again, what can he do to me? I'm going to sub up. There's the Uxie. That's okay, honestly. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. At this point, I could just 1,000 arrows. He gets up a Reflect. Honestly, I could Dragon Dance. But this thing's just getting weaker by the second. He has probably his Light Clay. I'm just going to keep weakening it for later in the game. So we see, there's the Ice Punch. We saw Reflect on Uxie, as well as Ice Punch. And on Venusaur, we also saw the HP Fire. Okay. So, we're getting chunks off on Uxie. I think... At this point, I think we can sack off the Milotic. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sack off Milotic, and I'm going to go into Greninja. Okay, well, we're not quite sacking off Milotic. I'm going to Toxic. He could switch in. That's yeah, okay. He stays in, which was kind of a weird play. He has the Psychic too. If I were him, I would have switched out into Venusaur, because now that Uxie's Toxic, Zygarde just wins if I can get the +1. I go on a Reflect Bounder and get up Rocks. Let's see. What do I want to do? I think Rocks are kind of important. Wait, no. Yeah, Rotom's weak, Zygarde's weak. I don't need Rocks. I'm just going to keep the pressure on with Greninja. Dark Pulse. Honestly, I think Dark Pulse might win me the game at this point. So let's see. Greninja. Rotom. Dark Pulse kills it. Uxie. Dark Pulse kills it. Venusaur. Dark Pulse kills it. It's at 35, right? Yeah, we win with Dark Pulse. We win with Dark Pulse. And the Stack Attack also dies. No, it doesn't die. I'm gonna Dark Pulse again. We kill it. Stack Attack is his best play, which is exactly what he goes for. I can make a switch, or I can stay in. It's gonna be close. It's a roll to kill him. It's like does like 55 to 65. So I'm gonna go for it, just so I can potentially go for that Zygarde sweep. Eats the citrus. Goes for a Gyro Ball. Okay, well, Greninja swept. Zygarde didn't sweep, Greninja swept instead. So, yeah. So yeah. I think we're alright. Dark Pulse finishes him off. And good game to my opponent. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty easily handed. So, yeah, not much to say about that one. So, good game to my opponent. I think I just prepped really well. Honestly, like, not to toot my own horn, but I do really think I prepped very well. I think I prepped very, very well. Just for what he wanted to bring. So I was pretty confident with that. I knew he was gonna. I just felt really, really good. I felt really good about my plays. I felt confident. I was able to predict him very well and put a lot of pressure on. I think not getting up Rocks was kind of a smart play. Obviously, Rocks would have helped and they would have been nice. But, you know, not having to is, you know, kind of, it didn't really hurt me. So I think that was pretty good. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one. So that's it for me, guys. Make sure, don't forget to leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.